Shemai GTA chums, we have the Vapid L discounted this week. This is the muscle car of choice because it's a Ford Mustang. It's a 1967 Mustang or a GT500 maybe. Looking at that livery, probably GT500. It's got the cones, it's got the air intake things on the back, those weird things. I don't know what they're about. If they're even real. But well, they are real from the car. But do they do anything? I don't know. The kind of side portions. But anyway, we're going to do a customization. I'm going to stop waffling and we're going to talk about this car and we're going to drive this car and we're going to appreciate it and just see how good it is. It only costs about 230 to 300 grand or something. I'll show you that in a minute. But first we're going to start with the livery and the customization. This is in the style of a GT500 I saw on the YouTuber restoration, so it's as close as I could get to that particular one. But we've got a lot of options here, so we're going to do something a bit different. What is that? That looks a bit funny. Some of these are not quite right. Yeah, not quite what I'm looking for, I don't think. But there's actually some decent options in there. I was going to show you the alternate as well, which is the GTT and the Dominator. But some of these, there's some very good liveries here. Perhaps even better than the GTT in many ways. Some of them. Maybe a good 2, maybe 3, depends. That globe oil could be used. I mean, that could be used as well. The number 60, in fact, that gives a lot of options, but I quite like the look of that one. It's kind of the opposite of that, the globe oil. Let's go for that and see what we can do on it. And we're going to put a respray on. Primary colour, I'm not sure whether to go classic or to go for a metallic, but I'm doing a classic build, so maybe I should just go classic kind of colour. I want to go for a blue, but that's a bit too dark, isn't it? Diamond blue, surf blue, maybe a bit too dull. I mean, that's always a favourite ultra blue. Maybe I shouldn't be going into the blues. Maybe it should be an orange or a tangerine or something. What would work well with this? In bleached brown, that looks pretty good actually for the colour. Just plain white. Just a white. Pink, of course, pink. Maybe I was going down the wrong alley with the blues. Red, no, too bright, too dark as well. Not too bright, too dark. Salmon pink. There's the orange. That's what I'm wanting. It's going to be the orange, I think. That's got to be the colour of this new build. Got to be. There we go. Stop messing around. All right, let's look at all the rest. Oh, emblem goes on the door in case you wanted to know. Right, let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got the front bumpers, we've got splitters. I'm not a big fan of the splitters on this particular car, but we could do that. If we were going to do it, we'd probably go for a painted one rather than the standard. Looks a bit plasticky, the standard. No, don't think so, still not. Engine, we've got just standard upgrades are all done. Exhaust, so that stock exhaust is probably the best, but let's look at the rest just to see. We've got some side exhaust, it pulls some good wheelies, so it's worth considering for sure. But then you've got a kind of blanked out bit there where the exhaust used to go, so don't know about that. So stock with custom hood, what is that? What does that mean? How is that different? I don't know. What is that? Side exhaust, okay. We've got a few options there with the side exhaust. Oh, and then we've got the we're taking the whole bonnet off and putting a massive engine on it. And then we're going 100%. I wasn't going to do anything like that. I'm kind of doing a classic race build in a way. But I want to show the potential as well. Let's have a look at that. So I think the rear exhaust is good. But if we're going to go for something a bit different, then maybe we should do something like this. I'm not sure if that is too much. It probably is. But if I'm going to go for one, maybe we should just do it for the hell of it. I mean, this is an L like no other. I mean, it's from that film, isn't it? Is it Gone in 60 Seconds? It's got the Eleanor, because that's where it comes from. The Eleanor in that film. Okay, we've done that. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Losing the plot a bit here. Let's have a look. Sun strips. Let's just get this done. So what's that? The Vapid Motor Company. That is good. Vapid Racing, I think, is probably more like it. So let's do Vapid Racing. Oh, we've got a Chapel actually there, so maybe we should do a Chapel to match it. No, let's do Vapid Racing. It's never the same twice. Oh, it's a bit chilly in here. Transmission is done to the max, turbo is done, wheels, we already did the wheels. So, wheel type, these are the muscle rims. I went for a cheap one because I wanted to do a kind of cheap build, but I feel like I'm cheaping out on it in many ways there. Drag SPL is a classic, far better, I think. I don't know why I picked the other one, but the Drag SPL is a contender. What else have we got in there? You know, I like that Revolver. I think it has a silver kind of outline. It's much more classic, but let's just see what else we've got. Okay, these are kind of cheap. This is a pretty cheap car to purchase. I'll show you the prices in a bit. But it's a choice between those two, the Revolver or the classic Drag SPL. Got to be the Drag SPL. It is a classic. But we can do wheel colour. We could change that, but I'm thinking that it's going to be white or nothing, really. And white, I don't know, it adds a different accent, but I feel that black is the way to go. We're going to leave it black. Tyres, enhancements, bulletproofs. Tyre smoke, we've got a black tyre smoke. I think I'll leave it. Right, so windows. Because it's a classic and a race build, I'm going to put 0 on. You know, that back parcel shelf is pretty old style. The texture is horrible. I'm almost tempted to put a light smoke to try and get rid of it. But I'm going to leave it because it's a classic build. You certainly won't want to limo it out. Anyway, that's it. We're built. This is a classic race build. I'm not sure how classic it is. Looking at the engine, Christ on the bike, it's immense. But a lot of customization options with this. Very nice car. Let's get out of here. We can't see much in the test track. Very easy to wheelie as well. Whoa, that's not really what you want to do with the wheelie. Those lights all work as well. That is excellent. So, for the price, I talked about the price, didn't I? So, we should probably see that while we park it on the side here. So, let's have a look at that price. If we want to go to Southern San Andreas Autos, 2 doors, and first off, the Dominator GTT, 900 grand because I got the discount, but 1 point something million. Bear in mind, that is the main competitor for this particular car. We have the Futo GTX, that's a pile of crap, you're not buying that rather than this. This is the far better car to buy this week, so 250 to 340 grand. Very much a bargain for the customization and the classicness of it, and I like it. I think you can do a very good build on this. And the thing is as well, you can do a GT500 with this, and you could do the other. This is the Shelby. You can do the other one as well. I can't even think of the name of it. But the other Mustang build, I can't remember. I've done it on one of my channels because it's got the livery that's correct for that particular Mustang build. It's not Shelby, it's the other one that's from about the I think it's the 60s era. So you'll know if you're American, you'll know what I'm talking about. Boss, that's it, the Boss 302, sorry, there it is. You know, I don't remember everything. You know, I know all these things, I've learnt about them over time, but I just forget. Because it's not from my time, really. It's not something that I was really interested in as a kid. Because I'm from the UK, I'm not into... you know, I saw it. I saw these kind of cars. You know, the Shelbys, the Bosses, but I didn't know what they were because you don't have the history in the UK. You're not taught about these things. But you can do... I think that both the L and the GTT offer 2 aspects with the customizations. And I think you can build a couple of different cars out of the 2 of them to refine them to make the best car on each one. So that's why you should own both, and for 350 grand, if that's what we're paying here, it's a bargain. You're not going to regret it. I'd just buy it, and if you can't afford to upgrade it, just put it in your garage and leave it until you can. For your one for the collection, definitely. Probably the best discount on this week, so it's probably discount of the week, this one. I'll wang that in the thumbnail, I think, discount of the week maybe, but just assume it is really. It's the muscle car of the week, got to be, essentially. It handles like a muscle car, but quite decent. It's like a performance muscle car, rather than something that's too floppy and annoying. So it's not like most of the cars of this era in the game, like the Tulip, and that's a tricky one to drive. I do like the performance, the handling on the Tulip, but some people hate it. But this is not a Tulip. But it is a car of the era. So if you're not used to driving these older style cars in GTA, then you're just going to have to get used to it. Come on, mate. How the hell did he not see me coming? He saw me coming from a mile away. Let's look at the internals. Yeah, so it is that is a disappointing factor, I think, compared to the Dominator GTT. The internals aren't as good, aren't as customizationable. So it could do with being updated, Rockstar, to be quite honest. Come on, matey, sort it out. Especially that back parcel shelf. Just colour it plain black or something, matte black, damn it. It's just, the textures just look awful. I mean, come on, man. And that's why you might want to limo it out, but for me, I can't really. I'm going to wang this in my USA muscle car garage eventually. Well, right now, actually. It's already there. Sorry, I'm not going to put it in now, because it already lives there. So hopefully I will do a classic American car muscle car garage with my Dominator GTT as well. But it depends on what I figure out I'm going to put in there. Anyway, you need to consider that this week. So if you found, look at that, another idiot. I don't know. Lost for words. Thanks very much for watching. Drop your comments in about this car, any questions, and I'll be happy to answer. But it's very easy to wheelie, and that is why you want to buy it, as well as the fact that it's a great American muscle car. Look at that. What a dream. Thank you for watching, everybody.